because of how crucial it is today, is locked up for a pretty good size of heroin and marijuana. He's gone. He's had a rough life. Russell, he was saved, but it wasn't 2 years later he got involved in some crime. I wasn't involved in that crime with him, and I wasn't involved with the drugs that my other friend went to. I stayed and with other people. But the teenager years, I didn't stay with God. Things happened, backslid. Y'all know what, y'all are very aware of backsliding. But alcohol was my big thing. I was a teenager. I've been drinking since I was 15. So later on, when got in the years, I got heavy into party drugs. I was just a party guy. I got into the dance scene, the club scene, and that's the direction I went to. I was always involved with those kinds of drugs, but I didn't get to them until I was in my 20s. But alcohol was always there. Beer was always there, and I just crazy stuff. The car wrecks that I've had, the thousands of dollars spent in DUI, and the thank God that I didn't kill anybody else or myself. Crazy wrecks, spinning around the road, lost control, and then come to, and then I'm a mile from home, get home. Superdome, New Orleans, coming up one of them off ramps to come on the interstate. I lose control just because I'm drunk. I'm still here. It's amazing. We're all still here. We're here for a purpose. Listen to this. God created you with a purpose, on purpose, for a purpose. We're here for something. That's amazing. I'm going to tell you a couple more of the deepness I was in the alcohol and lost. Leaving work one morning, out all night, leaving on Highway 16 right outside of town, ran off the road. My car ran into a tunnel. It was going so fast, I clipped the pole. The pole flew up in the air, and it hit the top of my car. And I remember it, the jolt and all, but I was so out of it. But when I came to, the rearview mirror was spun around. And I was like, what happened? And it was blood spewed on the car like that. I grabbed the mirror so I could look at myself. I had blood. Turn the mirror around. My nose was hanging down here. Just amazing. I'm still here. Noxipator. Tell you one more, Rick. Come through there. There's a church right before you come into Noxipator. There was some poles they had for like a softball field for their dugout or their behind catcher area. If my car hadn't went straight through the poles, there's no telling what would happen. If my car went right off the road, right through the poles, and wasn't a scratch on me. I skipped the road and it went off somewhere. I wanted to share those kind of things with you. If anybody can relate to that, and you're in this room, isn't it amazing that we're still here? That's all God. Every bit of that. People that you keep around you. I'm just going to say this real quick. Some people I was with took a trip in Mexico and they left me there. So I had to work on getting back with a car rental, airport shuttle, Greyhound bus just to get back to Houston to get back home. And just crazy stuff. And I just wanted to relate that to y'all, of my past, and not bragging or happy about any of that. It's just, and I haven't talked about cement in a long time. It's tough. It's tough. I quit the hard drugs. I got into them. Hard drugs. I have to give the credit, of course, to God. But there's a woman in my life, my wife. She had her eyes on me. She was determined. So, and she went through a lot just to get me. So when we got together, and she's never did that. Wasn't into that stuff. So having a relationship with her, getting right with her, those things went away. Were they easy? No. There may be some other circumstances that led me, like I didn't have contact with that dealer no more. If I still had contact with him, because he got in trouble, it was easy to cut off. At the same time that I was getting with my wife, things work out. Things work out. And then, but I still had my alcohol, still drinking. And not as heavy, but it's something I just thought that I couldn't do without. Always had to have fun drinking. I mean, it's like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere at Rome's house. Rome's gonna drink, and when my child come along, I said, I'm gonna quit when my child comes along. I didn't. It slowed me down. I didn't have the hangovers type spells, but I still had to have that drink. And all this